He is our content coordinator extraordinaire. He does much more than that, actually. And we're going to be talking about easy design tools for your business. So we're going to go through a few tools, and then we're going to do some show you how to use it kind of stuff, like a little bit of a walkthrough on how to produce with that, and some added little extras that you might be interested in. So it's going to be a fantastic session today. I'm really glad that you're all joining us here. So thanks, Benji. Thanks for joining us here today.
No worries. Good morning, everyone. How are we going?
Yeah, really good. Now, just as a reminder, if you're tuning in with us from Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, use the comment section on those platforms or the chat functions. And then, of course, if you're here with us on Zoom, just feel free to use the Q&A or the chat function. We love to get your questions and or feedback. Or if there's things that you're looking for that we haven't provided yet, let us know so we can book it in the schedule. All right. Now, you're probably ready to roll, and we might as well kick off.
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
All right. Let me share my screen.
Looks good.
Cool. So can we see that, the presentation there?
Everything
awesome.
Looks perfect, Benji.
No worries. All right. So today I want to take you all through some easy design tools that you can use for your business. So the tools that I've picked out, I've made sure are all free tools. So literally you can just jump on, get going straight away. They're all super simple to use. So let's go. So this presentation, I wanted to kind of show you guys just a little bit of what you can do with these tools. So I actually made this presentation in Canva, which is one of the tools that I'll be taking you through. And I don't have a graphic design degree or any kind. So I just wanted to show you guys, you don't need a degree in design to make professional looking designs. These tools do all the work for you. It's super simple. So let's get going. So the first tool that I want to take you guys through is Canva. So you might have heard of this before, but it's an online design tool. It's free with the option to upgrade. So pretty much the majority of the tools you can use for free within Canva. And then there's just a few like premium templates and whatnot that if you want to pay for, you can. Otherwise, as I say, you can just use it completely for free. It's super simple to use, very intuitive. It's a lot of just dragging and dropping elements on and text onto the design. Everything is online, so you don't need to download extra software. You just do it all on the website, and when you're done, you just download the JPEG or the PNG, however you want to export it, and it's all ready for you to go. And as I said, there's heaps of templates. They're all already sized to whatever platform that you're using. So if you're trying to make a little tile for Instagram, you just click the Instagram tile. It's already the perfect size for Instagram. So you don't have to worry about any of that. It's all done for you, which makes it just super simple. Export and then upload it to your social media and you're good to go. And the cool thing about Canva is their design team that make all the templates and stuff are very up to date. So you're not going to get dated looking designs. Everything's kind of, as you can see with this little example I've got here, it's nice, fresh looking, modern. So any ads or anything you're trying to make for Instagram, they're going to look eye-catching. They're going to look just like any of the big businesses, really. Cool. So next up, I've got Design Space, which is similar to Canva. It works in quite the same way, super easy to use. Again, it's free with the option to upgrade, so that just gives you some extra features and things. But as with Canva, if you don't want to pay, you don't have to. You can still get heaps out of the platform. The cool thing about Design Space is they're actually Kiwi owned and operated. So if you're looking to support local, Design Space is a great way to go. Again, completely online, so you don't have to download any extra software. You just make it all in the platform, and then again, download and you're away. Hundreds of templates, so just like Canva, you just pick whatever you're designing for. So whether that be a poster, a Facebook ad, anything like that. Just hit the template and then it'll size it for you perfectly and download and upload. Cool. And then another great option to use is Vista Create. So this is made by a company, Vista Print. So similar to Canva, they're a big international, but their designs are super up to date, super cool, modern designs, as you can see this one here. Super simple to use, as all of these tools are. I'll take you through Canva in a second, just so you can kind of see it in action and see just how simple it is to use these tools. Online again, so I really like tools that I don't have to download extra software for, so that if regardless of what computer I'm on, whether I'm on my work laptop or I'm at home working on my own laptop, can just log in, access all of my designs right there, and then get going. So that's where Canva and these tools really come in handy. Cool. Let's go and create a design. I'll just stop sharing for a second so I can bring up the new page. Cool. All right. So this is the homepage of Canva. So you can see I'm just on a free account. So this is what you'll see when you log in. And then up here, you can pretty much pick whatever you want to design. It'll give you some just suggestions here. So for today, I think let's make an Instagram post. So this will, as you can see, straight away, it's sized it to your square Instagram post format. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Don't have to look up any of the sizing and things like that. It's all good to go. And then you can see on the side, as I scroll here, it'll give you a whole lot of suggestions of templates. Any of these ones with a little crown on them are the paid templates. So they're the ones, if you want to upgrade, they're the ones you can access, but there's heaps of free ones. So you can just kind of work your way through and find something you like. And then if you want to search in here, so let's say we're making an ad for one of our products. So I'll just search product up here, and then it will come up with a whole lot of templates. And then we'll just scroll through for something we like. Let's go with maybe this one here. Cool. So we've already got a whole lot of nice kind of elements already on the design. So then we can just go through, we can change any of the text. So we'll make this Benji store. Super simple to change. Any of the images, you can just hit edit image. What's cool is you can also do a mock-up. So this will actually put the image on a phone or a laptop. So you can see there, it's just put it straight on there. So that's really cool if you've already got like a product image or something like that, and you want to chuck it onto a laptop or a phone, so you can kind of show your product in action. But we'll just go back from that. Cool. Sweet. And then, so in here, you've got your elements. So this is pretty much anything that you can add to what you're designing here. So again, you can search pretty much anything in here. There's videos, photos, graphics, lines and shapes. So say I want to, what am I selling? I'll sell pottery. So pottery in here. I can go photos, all of these photos. Again, they just say free. So I can drag them in there, take this one out, add this one in, position that, send that to the back. And then I'd just fiddle around. I'd probably want to find a slightly nicer photo than this one. It doesn't quite fit, but it's just super easy like that. You can just drag in anything you want, play around. Maybe I don't want a photo. I could just grab a little image like this. Resizing it is super simple. You're just clicking and dragging, moving it around. These little purple, you'll see when I move, it's got little guidelines. So I can see that this is nice and lined up here. So you don't even need to really have that good of an eye for design. It'll help you make sure everything's in the right place. So it looks nice. What else can we add? A cool feature you've got here. So if you go into the more section, you can hit QR code here, put in your website. So we'll just do www.facebook.com, and then it will actually generate a QR code for you right there instantly. So you can put that in there, and that'll just take you, if you put your website URL, that QR code will take you straight to your website. So that's a cool feature if you're making like a poster or anything like that that you're printing out, you want to put either in your store, maybe you've got a market. It's a great way to just, people can open their camera, boom, they're on your website straight away. So yeah, text, again, you're just going in here, add all the different text types. You've got different kind of styles and templates in here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Canva. There's a whole lot of other little features in here. So if you're making, like if you want to make videos or anything, you can animate the text so that it's coming kind of in or out, just doing little things like that. You can do that with the graphics as well. So that can kind of be nice sometimes if you want to, even if it's just a kind of static image for Instagram, you could try playing around with a few of these animations and exporting it as a video. And then it's just kind of something different to put on your Instagram page. Yeah, and here, this is getting a little bit deeper into it, but you can actually choose your different color palettes. So say I didn't want to go with this original design, or maybe you're starting from scratch, you're not using all of the template stuff. You can actually go in here and it will kind of give you these nice trending color palettes. So it's just all done for you. You don't have to worry about knowing what colors go together or anything like that. It gives you really nice sets right there. One other thing I wanted to touch on as well with Canva is you can actually import your own brand kits. So that's a premium feature, but one way you can do it is if you just kind of have a list outside of Canva. So whether you just make a note of it on your laptop or something like that, just with the fonts that you're always going to be using. So a good way to kind of make your brand look professional is by choosing maybe 2 or 3 fonts at the most that are going to be consistent through all of your designs. And then making sure that you're just using those fonts, because you kind of want people, when they're looking at anything you're making, to associate it with you. So if they see an ad or any Facebook post or anything with imagery, anything with text, they want to look at it and know that that's your brand. So if you're using different fonts all the time, it's not giving you that nice consistent brand image. And it's the same with imagery as well. So if you're using graphics or like the illustrations that we were looking at before that Canva have, it can be nice to try and stick to similar kind of themes. And then when someone goes onto your Instagram, for example, and they're looking at your feed, there's a nice consistent kind of style of design throughout all of it. So yeah, I'll go back to the presentation and we'll keep going. If anyone's got any questions as well, just yell out and I can go back to Canva at the end perhaps and kind of walk you through anything else. But yeah, let's jump back into the presentation.
That's good.
Cool. So this is what I was just saying before. So just some things to remember is being consistent. So yeah, as I was saying, just making sure you're using, even when it comes to colors, if you just pick a few colors that are going to be your brand's colors. So like, for example, with Digital Boost, we use this blue and then the white, and those are kind of the colors that we keep consistent through a lot of our designs. And then the fonts that we use as well. We use a font called Poppins on most of our designs. That's really popular within kind of corporate and businesses like that. It's just a nice, clean font. But it means anytime you go onto our website and you open like a learning summary or anything like that, the fonts are always going to be the same, and it just keeps a nice consistency throughout the brand. And then one other thing to remember is only using royalty-free images or your own images. So if you're uploading anything to your website, to Instagram or anything like that, if you are using a tool like Canva and you're dragging in images, make sure that the images that you're using are royalty-free, which means you're getting them from a website where they're licensed to be used for free use, so for any kind of commercial purpose, just so that for whatever reason down the track, you don't have a photographer or someone coming to you and saying, hey, look, that was my photo. Why are you using this for your business? So we'll actually, on this next page, I'll show you a couple of places that you can get high quality images. So perhaps you've got a brand, you don't have the means to be going out and shooting your own kind of those extra images outside of your product photos or business photos, and you just want to kind of make your website look a bit nicer. These are some great places that you can go and get images from. So the first one I've got here is Pexels. So P-E-X-E-L-S. And that's a massive library of royalty-free images. So they're all licensed to be used for anything. You can use them for anything pretty much up to billboards. So yeah, really, really good, high quality images. Same with Unsplash. So similar kind of thing. I like to check both because they're royalty free. They're not, some of you search and then some of the results you get back aren't quite as accurate as, for example, like a stock photo website where you're paying for the exact images. So I like to go through both of them and then find the one that's going to fit best. And then another option you've got here as well. This one's just for exporters of New Zealand made products. So it's a website called New Zealand Story. So this is actually through the Government and Tourism New Zealand, the exporting sector. And it is a massive library of New Zealand videos, New Zealand photos, infographics, things like that you can use if you're promoting your products overseas. So it's a really cool initiative just to help get visibility for those New Zealand products in overseas markets. Cool. So I'll just quickly show you I'll pull up Pixels just so you can kind of see how to use this. Just switch over again. Cool. So this is Pixels. So stock broadly photos. So say I'm having a sale, retail sale in here. And then I'm just going to get heaps of high quality images that I can use. Something like this could be good for Canva, because we can then take that image into Canva and then use the text options to put some text over here and make it our own, put your own logo on it. As I was saying before, even though I've searched for retail sale, because there are a lot of free images, it's not gonna hit straight away to perfect matches. But you can see now here, I've found one with sale on it. This one here we could use. So that's where if I jumped on Unsplash as well, I'd search the same thing. And you're just getting a slightly wider range of photos, and you can find the ones that really fit best. Cool. So we'll go back. And then the last tool that I wanted to touch on is for video editing. So a lot of video editing tools can be quite tricky to use. So this one here is my favorite. It's super, super simple to use. It's free, again, with the option to upgrade. There's no reason that you'd need to upgrade unless you're really trying to get some advanced features. It's called Adobe Rush. So you can download it either as an app, or you can download it to your desktop if you prefer to edit on your laptop. And then you can also upload directly from the app to social media. So it's just a super simple, you import your videos, your photos into the app. It gives you a nice timeline that you can then go through, just shorten the clips. You can add extra clips in. You can add music underneath. You can add titles, little animations over the top. It's super, super easy to use. There's lots of little editing features as well. So if you want to color correct, add like a filter or anything like that, you can do it all within the app. And then, as I say, once you're done with your design, you can just export it straight away, upload it to your social media. So it's super, super easy. Cool. So that's all of the tools that I've got. So I'll stop talking there. And if you've got any questions or you want me to take you through anything else, now's the time.
Fantastic, Benji. I've never used Adobe Rush, so I'm keen to download it on my phone and have a go.
It's really fun. Even just to have a play with, you can make all sorts of little things in there. So yeah, definitely give it a go.
Now you mentioned three tools, but I've tagged those tools in a number of the platforms. So I just wanted to clarify what the third one was. It was creative. So it was Canva, Design Space, and
Vista Create. So
Vista Create. Yeah. Okay. And I'll drop that into the other platforms for y'all. Now, if you've got any questions, there's a lot of people tuning in on different channels, actually. So if you're on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube and you've got a question for Benji, we just got some comments here. What a session. Awesome. Yeah, he is really giving us some great insight. I think one of the most common questions that I hear is that they don't know where to start. What would be your advice as far as that?
I think in that sense, a platform like Canva is a super good place to start because it gives you all of those templates straight away. So if you kind of know that you want to make a new Instagram post, but you're not sure what you're going to make it of, you just jump on there. It gives you all those templates that can kind of give you some ideas to start with, and then you can just kind of play around and make it your own. So yeah, definitely a tool like Canva, just having all of that inspiration right there.
Yeah, and I'd say like don't be inhibited by not feeling like you know what you know. Like just have a little bit of a play around, see what works. One of the cool aspects about a lot of these tools like Canva and like Design Space is that it'll allow you to create an image and then you can hit the plus sign and it'll duplicate that image directly below. And then you can tweak it a little bit and then you can do another one and tweak it. And then you can kind of step back and have a look at all of the images that you've created and decide either by yourself or with your team on which image you would like to use the most. So yeah, I think that's it is important. Sometimes we look at an image and we think, oh yeah, that's it. But when you've created a couple, you will see that one will stand out more than the other. And often, in a creative mindset, it takes a couple minutes. It takes a little while for your brain to kick into that creative zone. So don't be frustrated if at first, when you get started, nothing's coming out. Give yourself 20 minutes to kind of get into that space before you call it a day. I think I was listening to a podcast once. I believe it's hypotransient frontality or transient hypofrontality, which means that when we think normally, like when we're thinking logically, we think from basically like the front or the back of the brain to the front, it goes in one line. But when we move into that creative space, the branches need to occur. And so give your mind a moment to adjust from thinking in a solution-based way to spreading out into the creative space. So we've got a comment here. Hi, Vista has recently bought Crello. So
Trello,
they
yeah.
are now also promoting that. Okay, cool. We'll have to check out Crello. I'm not familiar with that one. Thanks,
So
John. I
I
appreciate
think
it.
Vista Create that's kind of merged with Trello, so they're all the one platform now.
Okay. So you still go to Vista though? You don't go to Crello. Is that right?
I think they'll both take you to the same place.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So check them out. Give everything a play. I know that I think if you want to get a little bit more help with folks from NZ, then check out, maybe getting in touch with Design Space, like they are based in Christchurch. And so there's a lot of support there from those guys. Yeah. And we always like to promote New Zealand businesses here on Digital Boost. I'm like turning into an avatar today. I don't know what's going on, but I'm half blue. So we're having a technical difficulty. I'm just going to check out what's going on here. Okay, so fantastic working examples on Canva. I thoroughly enjoyed the demonstration. Fantastic. Excited to try Adobe Rush. Awesome. Great information, DB. Loved it. And then there's a comment here. If I have a video on a video camera, can I put this on Adobe Rush to then take stills of it?
I'm not 100% sure. I would have to look into that one. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tried that before. Yeah, if you want to drop your contact information in the chat or something, I can have a look into that and we can get back to you on that one.
Okay, perfect. We don't have to have all the answers here, but we know people who do. So that's like one of the benefits of being a team of folks that work in this area is that we can ask around the office. We've got a lot of creatives on our team, and including you, Benji, and some of us specialize in different areas than others. So yeah, we'll get back to you on that. If you email support@digitalboost.co.nz, our support team will have a look into that and then make sure that you've got the answer that you need. So if you're a person tuning in, you're like, oh, I've got that question too, just email us and we'll let you know what the final verdict is. Always reach out to support. If you need a little bit of help with one of these design tools, you can't really figure it out, contact our support team. We're available to be able to chat through the phone. We can set up Zoom meetings. We can do all of those kind of things to make sure that you've got the one-on-one support that you need to help you to grow your business. Yeah. All right, let me check. Okay. Okay, great. I see your email there. I will just copy that, Shelley, and make sure I get someone in touch with your, okay, cool. So I think seems like we're done with questions, which is pretty awesome. We left a lot of time so that because design seems to be a tricky area where, if you've got questions about anything in this realm, pop them in. But do know that we're going to do a session next Monday kind of on branding, and that'll probably go into some colors and some other stuff like that with Charles Jordan. It's going to be really fabulous. Looking forward to having him on. He's built a number of beautiful websites. He's a photographer. He's got lots of skills in different areas, UX, UI kind of realm. And if you don't know what those are, don't feel alone. I didn't either. I was like, what is that? It's, your website and how your users experience that website, and the design of the website. So he'll be talking about branding though, instead of that kind of area, which he's also an expert in, right, Charles? So Benji, thank you again for joining us today.
No worries, my pleasure.
You. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you on Monday with Charles Jordan from the Digital Boost team talking about some branding. And have a great day. Kakite.
See ya.